Creative TV.
All right. So with that being said, let's go.
Yo, people, what's good? What's good? I'm your boy Jazz. I'm back with another reaction segment. Yes, my favorite show, Pop the Balloon series. Yes, the show where you study and know about yourself, your do's and your don'ts, and help you find your match. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, if you like what you see here on this content, by all means, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't make me have to beg. Thank you. All right, on this segment here, we're talking about my man Trey. Trey comes off as a bit of arrogant. He feels like he has options, but don't take it from me. Let's check out the clip.
Bring out our first single guy. Welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Trey, and I'm 27.
All right. Trey, what do you do?
Yeah, so I do a couple things. I work for a project consulting company.
Okay.
And I operate as an owner's rep project manager on behalf of a tech company working in like critical environments.
Nice. Very nice.
Not sexy.
Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah, so I do a few things. Right now I'm leading a book club. That's a ton of fun. So I do a lot of reading.
All right.
Love to salsa.
Okay.
Got to. What else? I'm really passionate about mentorship with like the youth as well.
Nice.
I love wine, so I do like wine reviews.
Ooh.
That's fun. I feel like I'm missing something, Arlette.
What you missing? You tell us.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Yeah, so there's a few things. Number one, just being somewhat faith-based. I'm not looking for you guys to be saints by no means. I'm not perfect, but even just a mustard seed of faith is enough. Number two, chemistry, compatibility. Like, listen, if we're not vibing, pop the balloon. Absolutely.
All right.
You got to be able to compliment me, and I have to be able to compliment you. Straight up.
Okay.
Three, I want someone who's like a nurturer. Maybe a better way of saying it is someone who has like motherly instincts. Because for me, I want to be a father one day. I want to have a lot of kids. Yeah, get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, I want to be a father one day, want to have kids. So I definitely want to be with a woman who also wants to have strong family. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Number four is intellect, being cerebral. Like, listen, if we're going to be life partners, I'm going to know you for a long time. I can be physically stimulated by a woman, like that's basically all men. But what I desire is to be intellectually, right? If we're gonna be best friends for a long time, need to be able to have deep, complex conversations about a wide variety of things. And then lastly, this is just a bonus, but humor. Like I feel like yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm I don't know, quirky guy. I like to have fun, be playful. So if you can match that with a bit of banter, like I love that. So
nice. All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Yeah, I try to be open, so I'll keep it simple right now.
Okay.
But if you don't like cats, are you allergic to cats? Boom. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nigel, I'm gonna find you a mom, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. So, for sure.
All right. Well, we did get some pop balloons. Yeah. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Let's start over here. Your name and age?
I'm Morgan, and I'm 24.
And Morgan, what do you do?
I work in insurance.
Okay. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
He seems really sweet. I would say the height, and that's just it. But you're very nice. I love, like, you know, how, like, well-spoken you are as well.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I see the height. Now, she specified the reason why she popped, but if you look, I'm sure she's wearing high heels, and I'm also sure she's shorter than him. So I guess the height, women want guys that they could really look up to. Not saying even a 6 foot is not good, but it's kind of confusing, to as far as height is concerned. How tall do you want them to be? Maybe if you specify how tall you want them to be, because tall on these segments is not even good enough. Because, like I said, he could be 6 foot, and if she's wearing high heels, then he's not tall enough. It never fails. But let's keep going with this.
Okay. Now, how tall are you?
I mean, I didn't stretch this morning. I'm usually 6 foot, but right now I'm like,
On a good day, yeah.
yeah, on a good day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Long where it matters. But no, I'm 5'9", 5'9" and 7/8 of an inch. Something
Short
like that.
kings.
Yeah,
Yes.
feel me?
And then how tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
5'7".
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We get a cheat code with the heels.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Say,
All
shaking
right.
it flats.
Now is she someone that's your type?
She's cool, definitely pretty. I love the lips. Green's my favorite color. Toes are smooth. I feel like that's always a bonus. Yeah. Probably wouldn't hit on her like on a proper night out or something, but she's pretty.
Cool.
No complaints.
Thank you. And then we did get some more down here. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and I'm 24.
And Brianna, what do you do?
I work in finance, and I'm also an MBA student at SMU in Dallas.
Okay. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
For me, it was the cats. I do not like cats at all, but he was extremely well spoken. He's very handsome.
Thank you.
And I liked everything that he said other than the cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now is she someone that's your type?
Honestly, not really. But she's pretty. I mean, it's kind of hard being up here, and then
I know,
you know what
I
I mean.
know.
Like I
Everyone
don't want to
says
be
that.
too real, but yeah. not
Okay.
really.
So if you saw her out, you wouldn't approach her?
Probably not.
Okay. Cool. Thank
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janai.
First off, is this just me? Do you guys see this? This guy, he's coming off, like I said, arrogant, and he feels like he has options. You know, a guy like this, it will be difficult for him to find any kind of companionship because, pick your battles. But it sounds like he has a lot of standards, and one of those standards he stick by. Maybe because it's for the principal, but at the same time, if you don't meet these demands, then you're not qualified, pretty much. So I don't know. Let's see if he's going to be put in a friend zone or if he's going to walk away alone.
I'm 25.
And Janaya, what do you do?
So I am a coach for business, teaching women how to make passive income.
Awesome.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm actually allergic to cats.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but other than that, that's,
Okay. What happens? Like you flare up? You what is it?
everything.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, eyes get big. Yeah.
Okay. But apart from the cats, I think you had your balloon on pop before he said that.
But no disrespect, I don't think a cat is a good excuse as far as relationship is concerned. Because here's the thing, and just let's go here for a second. Let's say they go to the house, and let's say the cat's there. Just put the cat away until the company leaves. It should be some kind of. I'm sure they could work it out. Whereas if a cat is an issue, they got to be able to come to some kind of agreement. It shouldn't be where the cat is the reason why you don't want to link up to a person. Because my thing is, if you really vibing off this person and you really like this person, regardless of cat or dog, you will find a way. They always do. If you really want someone and that's in your best interest, you're not going to let anything come between that. You're going to find some kind of solution or resolve to put that out the way to get what you want. But let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're very also well spoken, seem very intelligent. You look like you have a personality.
Thank you.
But other than that, it's the only reason why.
Okay. Understandable. And is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
I do gotta add, I shouldn't have said nothing about my cat. I'm putting a lot on the line for him right now. Crazy.
Nigel, look what you're doing.
Yeah, seriously, bro. Come on, man.
All right.
See, if you listen to him, he talks like he has nothing to lose. He feels like if this batch don't work, he'll go for another batch. He feels like he has options. So I don't know, ladies. He's kind of playing hard to get. Let's go.
Thank you. And then we had one more down over here. Your name and age.
Sade, and I'm 24,
All right. And Sade, what do you do?
and I'm an esthetician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
He mentioned someone who has humor. I don't think I'm very funny,
Okay.
but something nice. I like the crossing, first impression, a good style.
Thank you.
Yes.
So you want someone that's also funny as well? Is that what you meant by humor, or like they just have a sense of humor, like they can laugh?
Well, I
at
said
stuff?
it's a bonus. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but no worries. I mean, I want someone who I can go out, have some fun with, life of the party per se.
Okay.
It's cool.
All right. So is she someone that's your type?
Not really. Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Ooh, wee. God, no. Now that was below the belt. That was so below to the belt to the point where you don't even know if she has insecurities. She's already said that she's not funny, so that's a red flag there. So I think when you turn a person down, you want to really use wisdom on how doing that. But the way how do you accuse? That's genetics. You can't. That's not her fault. But for you to say, I just think you should have used a better, proper word than wrinkly because now she's already feels bad. She already is insecure, it seems, the way she's coming off. And then you just put the icing on the cake and made it worse. So now I don't know what her response was going to be about that or what she thought after the show, but you got to really be careful. And like I said, he comes off arrogant. You could tell that he's not really thinking about what he says, and he does not care about the person's response and how they feel. Because right now in this segment, it's all about him. This is the energy that we're getting. Let's go.
All right. Thank you. Let's go over here. Let's get your name and age.
Hi, my name's Hodger. I'm 25 years old.
Okay. Hodger, what do you do?
I'm a nail technician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I know that we're honest on this show, but I do feel like there's a little bit of grace or maybe just like some way where you can say things without being maybe incredibly specific about physical features. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then that's definitely okay, but I just wouldn't prefer that in a man myself. I always feel like in a society.
So let me put it in paraphrase. What she's basically saying is my man is immature. She's saying he's immature and he doesn't have a sense of humor or a sense of personality, and she's turned off, and boom. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I broke it down for you. Enough said. She basically said my man is immature. You don't say things like that, especially with the woman, like I said, she was insecure. You're not concerned about how you hurt other people. Right now he's being a little bit selfish. But let's keep going now.
Society where maybe like things are normal, like this show, like saying things about somebody's physical feature, I think other people might feel comfortable. If you prioritize kindness, then that's still always going to come first, and that's a first for me. So, but you are super handsome. I love your fit. I love the neutrals. I literally stayed up until that moment too. I think you're super cool and great, but it was just that comment. I just can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I mean, she looks cool.
you.
Are you East
Aw.
African?
Yeah, I'm Sudanese actually. What are you? How do
Black.
you guys all know? That's crazy.
It's,
No, that's great.
It's like a very distinct
Features.
facial
Yeah.
feature, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
I do want to add, though, I feel like it's probably good that you did pop because I feel like for me, I'm very forward, direct.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be a bit too sincere, sometimes too honest, but
Not gonna lie, I'm a super.
I don't have an issue with a person being forward direct. People do have to learn to take perspective criticism. But you also I feel like you have to be careful about how you say things because let's just face it, people. Some people are just sensitive and they just don't have that strength to ignore that. Like, you ever heard of a phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me? Not everybody feels that way because in reality, for some people, words do hurt. They do. So on that note, the adult that's addressing the individual about their features should kind of use wisdom when it comes to implementing those type of features in a positive way where people can kind of understand and respect the person's opinion because to them it matters. It matters. So you got to look into that.
Person too, and I think there's a big difference between honesty and comments like that. I think you could be honest without pinpointing maybe physical features about people, especially women. But I mean,
hey,
yeah,
this
you
isn't
said
my
what you
typical
said.
environment of
Yeah,
dating.
it is
but
kind
I
of weird.
respect
Yeah,
it.
I feel you.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, so we've got 2 balloons left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these 2 remaining ladies a question.
Yeah, so I did have a few questions, but down to 2, so gonna have to make it good.
Yes.
Oh my God.
how do you desire for me to make you feel in a relationship? I will say it one more time. How do you desire for me to make you feel in a relationship? I need you to be honest, sincere, and totally transparent, because if I cannot provide that for you, I don't want to waste your time. So
Okay.
Okay, so before I go any further with this question that he said, I don't know, what do you desire? Is that even, how does he come up with that? I'm trying to see if it makes sense the way he asked the question, because my thing is, I don't even think this guy really even wants a relationship. I think it seems like he's just playing a lot of games. He's building a lot of you know, blocks here. He's not making it easy for the ladies at all. You know, and he's basically saying, look, and I get it. He might be strict, but at the same time, where is the grace? Where is the compassion? You know, and it seems like this guy seems selfish. He seems selfish. He seems arrogant and full of himself, to the point where he does not care about how this person feel, and that he's straightforward. And I guess for some people you have to be that way, but maybe I wouldn't do that. I can't speak for this gentleman, but I can speak for myself. How you address a person. Let's go.
Let's start first with your name and age.
Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm 23 years old.
And Hannah, what do you do?
I'm a veterinary technician, and I'm an upcoming model as well.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to go just answer his question.
Yeah, so I mean, me personally, I just really want to be loved, like anyone else, but I want to be able to also feel like I can communicate with my partner. If we go through our rough patches, we're able to just talk it out and not like go to sleep at night and be angry all day, and that's a big thing for me, communication.
Define love.
For you.
For me, I think love is just being able to, I wouldn't say like sacrifice everything for, your partner, but at the same time, willing to give some part of you and receive back. Yeah.
It's real.
Good.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Naila. I'm 25.
All right. And Naila, what do you do?
I am a track coach, a educator, and I am a doctoral. I'm getting my doctorate.
Okay. And if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
So I would love to be. I want you to like give me confidence, even though I already have confidence, but just like make me more confident. Let me know that like I'm the one that you want. You know what I mean? Also, I think just like not have to worry about anything, like know that you got me. So like even if we're angry, we're not gonna like go to bed upset. You know what I mean? Like we know that we're angry, but we know that we're gonna talk about it after.
Understood. And the way that I could give you confidence, is it through words of affirmation? Is it through, what are some of the ways that you get that?
Words of affirmation help, but it's kind of more of like the nonverbals for me. So like, opening my door for me, or just checking for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
so it's more so the nonverbals.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies, any questions for him?
Pretty much covered like all of the questions that I was gonna ask.
Okay.
And he like off the bat just pretty much like answered all of mine, like with religion and everything, and he was pretty straightforward.
Okay. Any questions here?
Yes.
All right.
So I know like nobody's perfect, but what is something that you want to improve on?
I'd say my obedience towards him. Just being very consistent with that. Of course, we're not perfect, right? Sometimes we wake up and we're not feeling we're not feeling as we should, or doing the things that we want to, but it's,
Is it just me, or he's being around? Is it that difficult? What do you want to work on? Simple. What do you work on? It's like he's jumping the gun here. Oh my God! And just listen to him. Uh, Come on, man. You're hesitant. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Know what you want. It's not that hard. Not at all.
I've been reading recently, like, what does it mean to fear God? And it means to love him with all your heart and also to follow his commandments. And so I want to be obedient to that because I know that that is where I will get fulfillment from in life. So I would say that. And then if I do that, everything else will sort itself out. I'm not worried about anything else, about rent, food, that'll be covered. So.
Okay, what does love mean to you?
Great question.
Ooh, wait. She is serious. Look at her. She is serious. All the questions that he asked her, she turned around and repeated it back to him. And it's like, oh my God, that is a whammy. But you know what? I say, he should have thought about that. He should have had that comment, He should have thought about all that. Because all from the beginning of the show, this guy was really making things complicated for these ladies, Because like I said, he feels like he has options. But I like the fact that she can turn around and rebuttal and ask the exact same questions and reflecting on him too. So now you got a problem, my friend. Let's go.
I think love for me, kind of what the young lady said before, it's just about sacrifice. Being able to sacrifice for someone.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Let me get in this. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? What does love mean to you guys out there? You guys could even answer that question. Did this guy do his homework? What's really going on here? Does he even know what it's like to be loved by somebody? It's not a hard question. Answer the question. What are you doing?
Regardless for their imperfections, being able to see past that, loving them through sick, through poor, through all these things. It's not about just physical or emotional, spiritual. I think it's all of those things kind of wrapped up into one. But just in general, sacrifice.
Okay.
So.
We'll be right back. Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He seems like a genuinely nice guy, straightforward with everything. Like, I can relate in some aspects to him, but I don't think I would find him, like, romantically, like, attractive in the long run. Okay. He is attractive physically, but I just don't see myself, there 100%.
Okay, I see. Now, she's someone that's your...
She said he's not there. Let me put it down. Let me put it in simple word terms for you. She's saying the man ain't got it all. That's what she's really saying. She's saying the man is on the elevator and the elevator is not going up. That's it. That is it. Yeah. So she doesn't see him in a romantic perspective. She sees red flags. And she just put this man in a friend zone. Let me tell you, friend zone, when it comes to women, that's the worst place to be. Oh, he's a nice guy. I'm not really interested, but he's a nice guy. That's all there is to it. Yeah, friend zone material. Let's be realistic about it. Friend zone material. Sorry.
Type.
No.
Okay, and why not?
I mean, kind of just going back to the second thing I said, just chemistry. Like,
Okay.
I feel like I don't look at her and I really, like, want her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's really it. Hopefully that's nice
real.
enough for you.
That's real. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Let's go back over here. Now, she's someone that's your type.
No.
Okay. All right, and why not?
Unbelievable. You put her through all this emotions about these questions and trying to see and the guy, but like I said, it never fails. He seems like he has options. He wasn't really serious about finding. I think some lot of people, when they come on these shows, they waste their time, just to see what's out there, and nobody. It seems like they're not serious, But I'm sure, hopefully, they'll find something. But this guy. Like I said, something about him. This doesn't sit well, but let's keep going.
Just not physically attracted to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. So you did have your balloon unpopped for quite some time. Why so?
Good. You seem like a cool person, and like
you.
I love humor as well. So, and like I saw your personality as you were going by. Most of your answers were really good, so I didn't like have an issue with it. Yeah, I didn't have a problem really.
Cool. Thank you. All right, Trey. Well, that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming
course.
on. Let's
Yeah.
give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Ladies, and gentlemen, if you like this, by all means, please leave a comment below. Until then, your boy Jazz signing off. Peace. Kreative TV.